On March 26, Google announced that its Search Live capabilities running on Gemini 3.1 Flash Live model is now available globally in all languages and locations where AI mode is offered. So assuming your rice cooker is not working anymore. Hi Google, can you tell me what this is?
That looks like a rice cooker, specifically a Tefal Della Rice Pro. Are you looking for instructions on how to use it or something else?
Actually, my rice cooker is not working anymore. I'm looking to buy a new rice cooker that is an upgraded version, maybe better than this, but not as expensive.
Ah, I see. You're wanting something better, but not as pricey. To get a good idea of what you'd consider an upgrade, are there specific features or types of rice you make most often? That would help me find a great option that fits your budget.
I think mostly white rice and maybe congee and porridge, sometimes soup.
Based on those needs, the Instant Pot Duo is a popular choice because it has...
Hey Google, can you tell me what this is?
That's a dark brown leather wallet. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about it?
I'm actually wondering about the brand and where I can buy it.
Ah, I see. It looks like you're pointing out that tiny silver cat charm on the wallet. You know, I can't find that exact brand by the metal cat charm alone based on my search.
Actually, that wallet brand is a sticker pasted by my kid and it's impossible to find that brand. And without that sticker, it is just a generic leather wallet that Google can't pinpoint exactly where to buy. So if your product is not well documented or doesn't differentiate itself from your competitors, Google can't identify exactly what it is and you will be missing out if the searcher wants to buy the product they saw. And if I may predict, just like AI searches, live searches will become the way forward for common Google users in a year or two. So this video is all about helping you optimize your physical product so Google Search Live can identify and recommend it. Let's go. Now, you may think that if your product is newly released, you can just use your phone camera, chat in a Search Live, describe and explain your product, and Google will magically train your product into their model. That's actually not feasible. Because if you look at Gemini app's Privacy Hub, you will see that Gemini Live recordings including audio, video, and screen shares are not used to improve Google services by default. So Google Search Live might remember your product for that specific chat session, but it does not update its global knowledge graph for other users. And with that understanding, let's talk about the first thing you can actually do to optimize your new product for Search Live. The first thing you need to realize is that Search Live is just SEO with a camera. When a user points their phone at your product using Search Live, the AI isn't relying on some slow, month-long training process. It performs an instant visual search, what Google calls grounding. This means that your product images are more important than ever. I'm not just talking about a nice hero shot. I recommend that you upload high-resolution 360-degree photos from every possible angle. Whether it be angled, close-up, side view, top angled, top, direct, back view, or whatever, you want your product image gallery to be filled with images of your product from all angles, especially specific details about the product. You see, the AI uses these images to build a 3D-like understanding of your product. If a customer sees your product on a shelf from a weird angle and points their camera at it, the AI needs to recognize it instantly. And use the WebP format for speed, but keep them at these dimensions, which are Google Merchant Center best practices. So here's what I recommend you do. Take those multi-angle shots and make sure that your logo and brand name are highly visible and high contrast on the packaging itself, and upload it to your product page, which will be indexed by the search engines. The model excels at small detail recognition, so images showing unique texture or even QR codes on the product or its packaging can help differentiate your product from your competitors. Now, having great images is only half the battle. How does the AI know for sure that the image is looking at or the video is looking at is your official product and not a cheap knockoff? This brings us to GTIN, or Global Trade Item Number. If you are in the US, you might know this as UPC. In Singapore or Europe, it is EAN. They are all part of the same global system managed by GS1, the Global Language of Business. So when you point your camera at a product, Google doesn't just guess based on pixels. Google Search Live uses the power of Google Lens to see your product, but it relies on Google's shopping graph to know your product. And the only way it knows for sure is through that GTIN, the absolute source of truth that anchors your physical product to Google's global database. But your question will be, my company is brand new, we are on a budget, how do I even get one? It's actually straightforward. You can go to the official GS1 website of your country, like the GS1 US or GS1 Singapore. Do not buy cheap barcodes from third-party resellers on eBay, because AI models and major retailers will reject them if they are not in the official GS1 registry. If you only have 1 or 2 products, you can buy a single GTIN. This is for Singapore companies and it is not expensive. And in the US, it's a one-time fee of $30 with no renewal fees. Once you register, your product becomes real to Gemini. So if you want to get your products recognized by Google Search Live, getting a GTIN for your product and have it on the packaging itself is really important. One other thing you absolutely must do is this. So you have your 360-degree images and you have your official GTIN. How do you feed this directly into Google's brain? You do it through something called product schema markup. It is a technical tag that tells the AI exactly what the product is. It shows the GTIN, how much the product costs, and if it is in stock. Now, I know some people say AI is smart enough to read the page without schema, but here's the truth. A research from Data World shows that LLMs like Gemini, grounded in knowledge graphs, which are built using schema markup, achieves 3 times higher accuracy than those relying solely on unstructured page tags. So structured data significantly improves the accuracy of LLM responses. Believe it or not, the fact is there. Would you risk your product not being found by Search Live or have it hallucinate your product details? So now I'm gonna show you exactly how to implement this, whether you use RankMath or not. If you use WooCommerce, RankMath makes this incredibly easy. On your WordPress dashboard, go to the back end of your product page, and in the product data, whatever information you add here, like the product price, the SKU, the GTIN we talked about, and all the details will be added to the product schema. So we've added the GTIN here. Let's test the page schema without us meddling with anything else. Right-click to view its page source, Ctrl or Command A to select all codes, and Ctrl or Command C to copy them. Then head over to Google's Rich Results Testing tool, select the code option and paste the codes here, and test it. From here, you can see that the product schema includes the GTIN number. Although not in the accurate description, we can fix that, but the information is there. So simply installing RankMath and using WooCommerce, your product schema is naturally integrated, making it easy for your product to be recognized on search. And as a RankMath Pro user, you can select the accurate global identifier. When we select this and save changes, and test the page schema again, we can see that it is now the accurate global identifier. However, if you only have the free version of RankMath, you will only have this generic GTIN option. So just in case you do not know where to find this, you can go to RankMath General Settings, and in the WooCommerce tab, you will be able to see this global identifier option. So if you use RankMath, you can implement product schema markup without touching a line of code. But what if you don't use RankMath? Let's talk about that. So to implement schema on your product page, there are 2 steps. First is to create the schema codes, and then you want to add those codes to your product page. Now, step 1. To create a schema markup, don't write it from scratch. Visit this page. This is the link. You want to select the right schema markup to create. For us, it will be the product schema. And then you will manually add your product name, your product image URL, brand, description, the GTIN, and all the necessary information. And once done, click on this to copy the set of schema codes. And the next step is to add it to the head section of your product page. To do that, you can install a plugin called Woody Code Snippets. This is the only legitimate plugin I found that allows you to add codes to a specific page for free, at least for the time of this recording. Others will need you to pay for that feature. Once installed, you can hover to Woody Snippets and select Add Snippet. And then select the Universal Snippet option. Give the snippet a name for easy identification. Then paste the schema codes here, select automatic insertion and header for the location. Following that, the feature most plugins charge a fee for, which is to add a condition. You can select the page URL contains the product page URL, removing the domain, and publish it. So that's for adding product schema markup. Let's talk about the final optimization you need to have Google Search Live recognize your product. So the Gemini Flash Live model is designed for low latency dialogue. It wants to give direct answers over audio. So what does this tell us? It means your product description and FAQs needs to be machine conversational. Instead of writing a wall of text with a bunch of fluff, structure your descriptions to start with a concise 1 to 2 sentence summary. Instead of a heading that just says specifications, use natural language questions like, will this fit a small kitchen? Or is this compatible with the latest model? Also, use descriptive emotive language. Don't just say the product is smooth, say it has a velvety texture. The AI understands acoustic nuances and tone, and it might use your exact descriptive words to explain the vibe of the product to a user through voice. And if you have troubles writing the product description and FAQs, feel free to use this template. You can download the template in the description below. Go to the platform you wish to use, add your product information to these placeholders, and run the prompt. And you will get a well-written product description and FAQs for your product page. So optimizing for Google Search Live isn't about training the AI with your phone camera. It's about providing high-quality, multi-angle visual assets, securing an official global identifier, feeding that data perfectly through your product schema, and writing conversational content. If you find this video helpful, do help us out by smashing that thumbs up. And let us know in the comments if you have tried searching your own products using Search Live yet. And subscribe to us if you haven't done so to get notified when we publish new videos to help you grow your brand visibility and traffic. Also, if you are not using Rank Math on your WordPress website, I highly recommend that you install it to streamline your entire SEO workflow. We have all the SEO tools you need to succeed in search, from schema markup to internal link suggestions. One SEO plugin is all you need for your SEO tasks to get your brand on search. You can find the link to download Rank Math for free in the description down below. Thank you for watching this video. This is Jack from Rank Math. I'll see you in the next video.